Well, good evening, good evening, good evening. All right, fix the echo. Good evening, everybody. Boy, has it been a crazy week. I know the lighting's a little messed up here. Let me fix that. Hopefully that's a little better. All right. Wow. All right, this has been like a week from, I feel like I'm in, I don't even know, Munchkin land or something. What's going on? We're in Biden land. It's so bad. I've had to stop drinking coffee during my talks because it's that bad. So yes, I am having a beer. I think I rate one. I think I deserve one. I think each of you deserve a drink after all the nonsense that's been happening the last couple weeks. Drink responsibly. I don't know if I gotta do any type of whatever, but man. Okay. So, not only are we going to give checks so far to felons, rapists, murderers, people in prison, illegal immigrants? Are you kidding me? Obviously, it got past the House. It went to the Senate. They made some changes. You know, these changes are making these bills flow faster than the water going down in Niagara Falls. It is ridiculous. It's nonsense. How can anyone even, God forsaken, keep track? And I hate using these words because too many politicians, elected officials, people running for office use this term way too much. And they try using the words common sense legislation, common sense laws, and they kind of distorted the word common sense. So pretty much it's like, I'm hearing it from another individual who's trying to run for office. It's like, yeah, okay, whatever. We heard that term before, but we do need some legit common sense individuals running for office in office to ensure we do get actual common sense legislation pushed. HR 1 is a complete sham. It's a joke, and it's going to is pretty much going to be the start of the downfall of our entire nation. I know everyone said once Biden took over his presidency, or excuse me, I'm sorry. Let me correct myself. When Obama took over presidency on the 20th, because we all know he's the one who's probably running the strings right now. I just don't even know what's going on with our country anymore. I love our country. I love each and every single one of you in there. I fought for you for 11 years. I'm willing to continue to fight even more. I want to fight for you. I want DC to wake up, both sides, to realize what type of devastation they are causing in America. We have elected officials right here in the Valley. We have Mayor Tito in Youngstown. We have our commissioners. We have our city councilmen. We got our wards. We got our trustees. They're not doing enough. We all see, for those of you who are watching from Youngstown, you see the shootings that happened in the last couple of days? That's not just some random shooting. You got any type of common sense, you know that's not just some kind of random shooting, drug deal gone bad. It's some sort of crap is going down. No one's speaking out about it. No one's doing anything. I understand there's an investigation, but we need to back our law enforcement. We need to give them the resources they need to protect our friends, our families, our neighbors. Because Youngstown is falling to craps right now. It's sad. I saw that, Dean. Yeah, I know. I haven't even seen him talk. It's all just reports. The news is just reporting what he said, but we don't actually see him saying it. Because we all know that who's really behind the curtains. And it's not him. It's not Nancy Pelosi, as much as we hate her. I honestly, truly believe it's a different individual. I believe it's Obama. It's somebody, because there's no way someone could be that stupid. We're letting all these illegal immigrants in, testing them for COVID, finding out they're positive, and then we're saying, hey, you know, Texas is that way, California is that way, Nevada is that way, Georgia is that way, Florida is this way, and Ohio is this way. We are top 5 in sex trafficking. Top 5. The majority of them are coming from the South. They're migrating here. They're coming through the border. And they do come in Ohio. Look what the Trump administration did just the last 2 years. How many individuals were found, saved, because they were stuck. They were trapped in the sex trafficking industry. We found hundreds upon hundreds. And now we're just going to let more individuals in. Biden just passed a bill that stated that if you were rejected asylum, come back, we are going to reevaluate it. To me, this is what he said. Come back, we'll let you in. Don't worry about it. There's a reason why they were rejected. You can have a mass murderer, a kingpin, whatever, say, oh, I want to seek asylum. Obviously, we're going to say BS. It's not true. You clearly are trying to get in our country to wreak havoc, bring drugs, increase the sex trade that's going on, be a hindrance on our nation. So your asylum is rejected because you truly don't want asylum. But now Biden's going to welcome them back. Those caravans started as soon as Biden took over. Bam, they started heading here. Mexico doesn't want them. They're letting them go. They're giving them free reign to come right to America. And now we're going to let them in? They did, yeah, Dean. That's the one thing. It's cool. The governor of Texas, he's like, forget this. I'm activating my National Guard, and he's going to protect the border. But he can only protect Texas's border. There's only so many. They can't hold arm to arms. They can only pretty much patrol the areas that currently don't have the wall, which is why the wall is important. The left says the wall is no good. It's no good, but yet they have a wall around the house, around Capitol Hill, because walls don't work, but yet we have a wall with concertina wire around it. Why? What are they afraid of? I really need this drink, and I'm sure each of you do too. Anthony, you just text me asking when my podcast is. Well, get on and watch. Let me tell him right now. If you guys don't know, Anthony lives in Boardman. He's actually running for the Board of Education down there right now. So, great guy. He's kicking off his campaign. Definitely look at it. A lot of people are saying, hey, Rob, same subject. What do we do to ensure that we actually can protect the integrity of our elections? Obviously, the last election did not go as well as we wanted it to go. Well, it's easy. Get behind your candidate. We can't stress it enough. Find a candidate that you support and back them. If they lose the primary, that's fine. You know, go in the corner, cry for 10 minutes, and get back out and help the candidate that did win. Because we need to have these radical leftists removed from office because they are nothing but devastating our entire nation. They are doing everything they can to destroy our nation. I mean, they want to give checks to murderers. They want to give checks to illegals. They're letting illegals come in whenever they want. This is just insane. They're letting people bomb our bases and not retaliate until a month and a half, 2 months later. That's ridiculous. That's our troops over there. Whether you think they need to come home or not, they're over there. They're being attacked. We need to defend them. They're fighting. They're putting their lives on the line to defend us. The least we can do is defend them here. Yet we have a government that's torn. Our parties are torn. The Democratic Party is torn too. But you know what? The one thing you have to give the Democratic Party, they do hold themselves together better than the Republican Party. So we as Republicans do need to step up. Because I'm proud to be a Republican. I'm proud to be a patriot. I'm proud to run under the Republican banner. We need to come together, work as a team, remove the bad seeds, get our nation going. And it's not the Trump agenda. It's the American agenda. We can't be saying we're pro-Trump, because Trump even said, I don't like the term pro-Trump. I prefer the term pro-America. Because after all, it is America first. I really can't drink much. That's about all I can drink. I'll switch to soda. These fences and the NGs and DC are they're there to keep him from wandering. He's probably got a leash on his head. That's weird. All right. If you guys don't know, my Mountain Dew Coke can is obviously green. That's the first time I drank soda, and that is actually really weird because I do have a green screen behind me. Judy, thanks for joining me. Dean, Thomas, Carl, Charles, thank you. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. If you guys have a topic you want to talk about, let me know. The reason why I'm doing a live stream right now, however, an individual, I'm going to find out, I told him I'd tag him. We were talking about this money, the stimulus checks that were coming out. Obviously, this is going to be a third of many that actually came out, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be more that are coming out. Listen, I get it. We are in need. People are in need of money. However, the stimulus check, as everyone knows, if you listen to me, I only truly believe the people who are suffering due to this COVID pandemic, the restrictions, the shutdowns, the lockdowns, those are the ones that should be receiving the assistance. Someone like me, whose hours were not affected, all right, my paycheck's not affected, I should not be receiving that money. It should be going somewhere else, to another organization, another group that actually help individuals. All right. Now, I had a plan, and I'm going to get this person's name right now. I'm going to tag him as I'm talking. The easiest way in my plan, besides the stimulus check was due, is to create another department, not necessarily a full department, but a section within welfare. You know, families, jobs, and family services. So if you're having issues just before COVID and you need some assistance, whether it's food stamps, childcare, whatever, you go down to family child services and you say, hey, listen, I need some help. Here's my info. And you do the whole process. Well, it's not going to be that hard to add something onto that, to where if you were affected by COVID, you go down there, you say, listen, I need assistance. I'm affected by COVID. Here's a letter from my work. Here I am. I'm actually got my hours cut by about 20, 30 hours a week or whatever, or I got temporarily laid off. You give them that paperwork, they fill it out, and then you would get a regular unemployment check under the COVID section, which some people are getting. The only problem is, here's how we can fix the check everyone else is getting. So here's the kicker. You have another website. Websites are cheap to make, it's cheap to maintain. The cost is definitely low. It's definitely going to be efficient and actually will be low. You send an email confirmation to that person's supervisor. Obviously, you ensure that it's a legit business because there is some fraud out there. That boss, a supervisor, whoever is in charge, will use Pizza Hut, for example. You know, if I worked at Pizza Hut and I got laid off, well, I would give it to Jane Smith, my supervisor. Hey, here's this stuff. You have to log on, and they should be able to log on. Simply say, and every week it gets updated. Was this person still laid off this week? Y means yes, or N for no. Yes, they get a check for that week. No, they don't get a check that week. Person was offered job back at regular pay, regular rate, regular hours, but denied. That person doesn't get a check. What does that do? That forces these people from playing the system. That forces these people to actually get back to work. And that's the problem. Unemployment has gone up through the roof. And I think this definitely would have solved the problem. It's real self-explanatory. It's easy. I'm trying to find this person. It doesn't matter. I'll tag him later. Steve Ford is his name. That's his name. Let me see if I can't tag this guy. Steve Ford. Listen, I understand he is not a Republican and he actually has other issues. Other stances, but I'm all about answering. I don't care if you're Republican, Libertarian, Green Tea Party, the New Patriot Party, a Democrat. I'll answer your questions. If you're a liberal, I'll answer it. 9 times out of 10, I'm right. And if I'm wrong, I will admit I'm wrong. I will apologize and get corrected. No one's perfect. And that's the problem nowadays. Everyone thinks they're perfect about everything. No one is humble enough to admit when they're wrong. Making sure I'm not missing any more questions here. This is going to be a short and sweet one, guys. This actually was just about the whole HR1, HR 1280. This came across. I don't care about Burger King. Well, I do actually like Burger King. It's a little fattening though. Yes, I'll mention that. Tomorrow, if you guys don't know, Dad's Talk Today. It's a podcast. He's a individual organization that's actually fighting for fathers' rights. And it's not just fathers, it's mothers as well. Their primary fight is for equal shared parenting across the board. Right now, if you guys don't know, is that they always favor the mother. They have always favored the mother before. And there's a lot of pieces to this puzzle. So when we talk about one specific issue, it doesn't mean that we don't care about another. Number one, in Ohio, if you guys don't know, and we're going to talk about this in detail tomorrow, and I'll tag you guys, it's going to be on Dad's Talk Today's website, is that if you're unmarried, the father has 0 rights. So the mother can do whatever she wants. She can go to Alaska, California, whatever, and then that father has to go spend $1,000, one, to move, pay for a lawyer, just to be a dad, and he's a good guy. If he is a good guy. Yes, there are bad fathers, but there's bad mothers out there. So they fight for equal shared parenting. It shouldn't be you got two people or 4 people, male, female, both get pregnant, both have a child. This person only has it every other Wednesday, but this person has 50-50, and it's the same situation. It all depends on what judge or what lawyers you have and how much money you have to spend on a lawyer. It depends on how much time you have with your kid. It should be one set, and that's it, unless you can prove the other party is in fact unfit, period. We all know that both sides do in fact need to have their parents involved in their life, both mother and father. And we're going to get into details of that tomorrow, so definitely tune in. I'll give you guys the link later, let you all know. If you got any questions, I know right now 8 o'clock, which is why we're going to make it short. If some of you do know anyone that's dealing with any custody issues or whatever, I will tag it. They actually have a lawyer coming on tonight, and they're allowing questions, call in, so you can ask the lawyer. Obviously, it's not official legal advice, but it's to let people know, hey, we're here for you. Here's some advice. Definitely get a lawyer. Definitely do what you need to do. But he's there to kind of like push you in the right direction. And I think it's definitely beneficial. I think it's outstanding that people like that are out there willing to fight for us. If y'all don't know about the Top Notch Diner over in Cortland, I have been asked to talk at that first Red, White, and Blue event, and that actually starts at 6 o'clock. It'll be from 6 to 8 in Cortland, at Top Notch Diner. They're going to have that bi-weekly, every bi-weekly Wednesday, which is great. They're going to cover a variety of topics from Second Amendment, the COVID restrictions, whatever. If you have a topic, definitely reach out to them. Let them know that you would love to hear a guest speaker, or if you want to speak yourself, let them know, hey, this is my expertise. This is what I wanted to speak on. Be more than happy to. And it's great. A restaurant, a local business such as that is willing to actually help out and network and do what's needed to help out the community. And it's great because that's the only way we're going to go ahead and actually create change. The only way we're going to be able to create change and create a better future for our family, for our children, is for us to come together, discuss what's going on, discuss a solution, and actually put that solution in action. Right now, if you guys see on social media, all they're doing is just complaining back and forth. They're not coming up with a solution. We need solid solutions. That's the only way things are actually going to change. I don't think it's getting on, but that's fine. I'll answer this question later. So that's about it, you guys. I just wanted to give you all a brief update. Actually, yeah, I will talk about that. One last thing. I did go to CPAC last week. It was awesome. It was great. It was a good experience. It was definitely helped out the campaign tremendously. We met a lot of people. It was fun. It's where I met the Dad's Talk Today. Eric, great guy. It was just an experience unlike others. So if you guys get a chance to, obviously in 2022, go to the CPAC. I think the cheapest ticket's $50. And it's just the media row, but if you still can walk around, you still can meet people. It's actually great. I was able to see Jim Jordan, Devin Nunes, a bunch of people. I forget the one actor. I forget his name. Corbo, the guy who played Hercules. Watched that show when I was a kid religiously. It's an awesome show. It was good. So if you get a chance to, definitely go to CPAC. So this is going to be kind of an unofficial podcast, just kind of letting you guys know, hey, I'm still here. I'm still listening to your all's concerns. it does suck right now that we are legitimately powerless to a point. We need to contact other officials and let them know we don't want to stand for this. We can't stand for this. I don't care if your official is a Democrat or Republican, Libertarian, Independent. You contact them from the wards, city council, trustees, all the way up to your congressman or woman, and you let them know that this is not right. This is not how our nation was founded. This is not where our nation was meant to be. Stop doing what you're doing. If you have not helped out a candidate in office, if you have not donated your time, do so. 2022 is a tipping point for our nation. If we do not get the House or the Senate back, our nation will be doomed for the next 10 years. It will take a decade for us to recover from this, if we even ever can. With HR 1 and the HR 1280, if I'm correct, it's going to completely devastate our nation. We need individuals who are going to go to the Capitol Hill and actually stand up for the American way of life, the American dream, what our Constitution represents, and let them know we are not going to stand for this and fight. Those guys have any other questions, definitely appreciate it. Find me on alexsantos.com. That's my website. Make a donation you can, $10, $15, $20. It'll help our campaign tremendously. We are definitely making some headweights. We have interviews lined up. We have speeches lined up. We have a lot of support, more than last time. We'll touch bases on this in depth later on, but we proved the point the last campaign. We proved how much an actual individual who's intelligent enough and hardworking can make a difference by running for office. The Constitution clearly states that our officials are not meant to be the high and mighty individuals who lift their pinky out when they drink tea. It's supposed to be good, hard, God-loving, American-caring Americans willing to put their needs aside and do what's right for America. So help me help you, help me fight for you, because I will fight for you every second of every day, and I don't care who I piss off. I don't want to make anyone mad up on the Capitol Hill. I don't want to make anyone mad in office. But if they're going to get mad that I'm fighting for your rights, then so be it. And that's fine. I'll be happy with that. I won't lose any sleep at all. So that being said, I want to say thank you guys. I appreciate everything you guys do. You all have my number. It's 330-531-1007. If you have any questions, definitely contact me whenever you guys want. I know the Dad's Talk today, for those of you who are dealing with any type of custody issues or those who actually know someone who is, I'll send that link over here in the next 5 minutes so you guys can hop on at 8 o'clock. They're actually taking some calls. They will have a lawyer. So that being said, thank you all. God bless you and God bless America.